That one's always fun. Thank you. Go ahead and get you out 4 more bullets. Well, I can do a 3-on-3 grouping. I just want to do 3.
Yeah.
4, you know.
Yeah,
Well, folks,
nice.
We're doing 4-shot groupings. Most people do 3. We're doing 4 because, well, let's just be honest. One extra variable sometimes can be bad, but sometimes it can be really good. All right. Did you want to shoot that? Oh, you did. Yeah, you did. Never mind. You can tell where my brain's at. I'm sorry for my appearance and my tiredness, folks. I just got off work a little earlier this morning and turned around and we did it. This one, I'm going bottom center. That, and then you take the left, and then we'll leave those last 2 on the very right for your gun, top and bottom. Does that make sense?
Wait, say what?
This one I'm taking bottom center, and then you take bottom left, and that's got 4 of them taken out in 1 square. And then we've got 2 left on the very right, and we use them for your gun. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay, I gotta spoon this thing in. Oh, I love that gun. Oh yeah, baby, oh yeah.
I don't care what nobody says, those Bushnell sights are nice.
Yes, they are. See how that did? Where did that hit?
I'm not seeing it.
I'm not either. Wow, that's disconcerting.
Send another one.
I see it. I think. Way high. It's edging in on that 308's target above it. I think. That could just be me. I could have jerked. Shooting high.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one more and then sight it in a little bit and see how it does from there. Okay, come on, get back where I had you. What is going on here? Did it get up on something? No, there we go. That's what it is. How'd that do? Same spot. Okay, I know where it's at now.
Yeah, I see it.
Same spot. I got 1 bullet left, but I'm making adjustments now.
Yeah, you need to drop it down and go to the right.
Slightly right, not as much.
No, slightly right, but you need to drop it a good 2 inches.
Why was I taking it up? Dummy. Where's that hitting? Same spot, right? Yep. Same flipping freaking spot. It'd be killing deer.
Yeah, it would.
There we go. Alright, 1 more bullet. Hand me one. We're gonna try this one more time. Still on fire. This should have it sighted in. I mean, that's what? 1.5 inches high? 2 inches high?
Yeah. So you're still killing a deer.
I mean, yeah, I'm still killing a deer for sure. At 100 yards even. 100 yards is probably perfect.
At 100 yards, yeah, you're probably dialing in like it back.
Yeah.
To 90.
I'm not going to dial it down too much more. I'm going to, hang on.
Now, mine are probably going to be off of 90 yards because mine's dialed in at 100. I'm probably going to be a little bit high and a tiny bit to the right.
1 click.
For my 308. I'll probably be a little bit high, tiny bit right.
So this takes it to the left. I need to go to the right. Okay.
Because we're shooting at a lesser yardage than I'm dialed in for.
Yep. Let's try that and see. Give me one more. I didn't take it all the way down. It should just be right above bullseye. I mean, come on, shoulder, get a little bit more involved here. How'd that do?
You're closer. You're still a little bit left.
I mean, I'm touching red. Just need to go.
I don't see it touching red.
No, I know. I mean, if I go left, I'm in the red. See what I'm saying? Dude, look at how tight that grouping is with this gun. Look at how tight that grouping is.
Yeah, it's a tight grouping.
This is why I love this gun, man. You cannot beat a Remington when it comes to grouping. You just can't.
You need to come down and go right a little.
I'm going to save you 4 regardless. Because if I can't get it in the next 2, the rest is yours. I'm leaving it to you. Thinking about the kick, Logan, just think about making sure it's dialed in. You want to kill a deer. Oh, dude, it's dialed. It's dialed. That's red all the way. That's top of red where I wanted it.
These are messing with my eyes.
All right. Now it's Tristan's turn with this gun, and he's going to get 4 shots of this thing, and he's going to shoot 5. Because I had to shoot freaking forever with this thing, man. This thing will kick you. You pull it any? I didn't see where it hit.
Settled to where I can.
Where'd you hit? Can you tell?
Yeah, I think I hit in the gray. It's a little bit low to the right.
The gray right above it?
Below it.
Below it. Try again. Again, that bolt is a little stiff when it comes to pushing things. You low again?
Yeah, low right.
Alright. Group it. Go for all 5. Yeah. Still low right?
Sure, because I've got my crosshairs dead center, and I'm letting that bullet fly after every top of the breath hold or at the bottom of the breath hold, you know, when I'm most stable.
Yeah.
And then I just slowly squeeze and let it fly, you know. I mean, that crosshair hasn't came off of the center.
That trigger's really light, so I don't really worry about, you know.
I can confidently say that it has not came off the red.
Yeah.
Like,
Still,
my
it's
hold
not
has
bad
not came
off.
off the red.
If it is low and right, it's not bad, right?
No, you're still dropping a dang deer, like,
Yeah.
no doubt. But like, if it's just a little low right,
More lung shot than heart.
yeah, it'd be a little bit like go like mid lung.
And I aim a little high on a deer anyway.
Because if you're aiming mid lung and it's going a little bit low right,
yeah,
chance you're clipping heart and lung. you know? So,
Yeah.
So aim mid-lung and you should be just fine. You might not be able to do your favorite shot, but like,
That looked like it was closer to the red. Was it? Or was it lower?
I don't know.
I can't tell. I can't see how these.
But after I'm done shooting this, we're gonna go over there and look at grouping.
I'm gonna shoot those last. Why is it hanging up? Hang on. Pick it up. Is it the last round? Yeah. That thing's stiff, ain't it? Hang on. It's the bolt. It's not the shell. It's the bolt. Press down on the bolt a little bit. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see the thing. Why ain't it wanting to? Just had to bump it. Bump it.
You gotta play with it a little bit.
It's a little finicky.
But
still off
you shouldn't have to make more than one shot anyway.
It's still off safety. You can put it like that, but I always put it. I take air. Like that.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's low right.
Let me take one shot on what I was shooting. Cause see, every shooter's different. Here's one thing I'm gonna explain to the camera. Every shooter's different. What might be low right for you might be dead center for me.
Yeah, we all have different forms and stuff we use.
Our eyesight's different. It doesn't matter if you got 20/20 or not.
Dude, my grouping down there, it looks
Yeah.
like that. Okay, like, cause I could see my grouping, and it's like that, just a little bit low and a little bit right.
Let me check and see.
It's like a 50-cent piece.
I see. Let me try and see what I can do on the one I've been shooting at. Okay, damn. There we go. Dude, I put 2 in the red. That last shot I shot was in the red. This shot was in the red. And they're touching. They're touching. So I think it's just difference in eyesight. I think it's everybody has different eyesight. Again, like I said, what's perfect dead on center for me might be low right for you.
We have different shooting forms and stances though. So.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Again, every human's different. My hands are different. My grip's different. His grip's different than mine. His eyes are different than mine. But at the same time, if this is dead on set for me, this is where I need to leave it. But at the same time, he could still take this out. No, it's shooting just a touch low for him and a touch to the right. And he could go out with this and kill a deer.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have to like.
Yeah.
Everybody holds and shoots different.
Everybody does. Hand me.
So I could be leaning more into it than he is.
Yeah. I'm not leaning into it much.
I'm leaning into it pretty hardcore.
I'm not leaning. The reason I'm not leaning into it is because, and I know it's kicking me a whole lot because I'm not leaning into it. The reason I'm not, I don't want to put any pressure on the gun. If I put any pressure,
That's why it was hurting you more than it was me.
I know it was. Normally when I'm shooting a deer, I do put more pressure on it because I'm holding it rather than letting it sit and rest. But if it's sitting and resting, I don't want to put any added pressure from me on the gun this way, this way, this way, this way. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep as much of myself off the gun as I can if it's sitting on a rest. That's just the way I am.
I like to lean into mine.
I know.
Because I'm so used to, like, you know,
well, you're so used to military shooting where you had to lean into it because you didn't have a rest.
Yeah.
Whereas with a rest, you don't want to lean into it too much because if you do, it's going to throw your gun off a little bit because the rest itself is already trying to hold the gun and you're working against it sometimes. Sometimes. It's not always the case. Every now and then, though, it does. Every now and then, that's the case. Not always, but...
I like to get it right there in that groove, and then I make sure
I had it right
soft
here
in it, and I relax. But I've got firm, like, placement.
There should be 2 more 270s laying around here somewhere.
There's
But
one
I can't find
right
it.
there. There's one right there.
Oh, there should be 1 more. We'll let him shoot it one last time, or you want me to take the last shot and just see if I get all 3 in that red?
Sure.
The three shot
Your
group.
rifle.
You don't mind because you know how bad this gun kicks. Like I said, you know how bad this gun will kick.
To be honest, it wasn't bugging me at all.
But again, like I said, you're putting a whole lot more pressure on it, I think, than I am.
Yeah, I could already tell. Like, you're not.
I'm barely touching the gun. I don't want to do any of the work. I want the rest and the gun itself to do the work.
Yeah, like, I'm snugging it.
And I'm not. I know I'm not. But I am putting it in the right spot in my shoulder. Let's see.
Heck yeah, it's thumping you like a dang mule, bro. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's because I don't want to put any pressure on it.
that's why it hurts.
Dude, that is a half-inch group, and it's barely outside of the red. Just a pinch above it. That pinch above it. So that's dead on. That's dead accurate. I'm not touching that. I'm not messing with that. That is perfect.
Like I said, your rifle is dialed in for you.
Yeah.
You know?
And yeah, you'll be putting more pressure on it when you're out in the woods. But here's the thing, when it's sitting in a rest like this, these rubberized rests are already putting pressure on it to hold it in place. Whereas, for me, if I'm adding pressure to the rest already, it's going to throw the gun off just a smidge.
Unless, like,
Yeah.
it's me doing it.
Yeah.
For, like, I mean, like, if that's how I'm gonna, like, use the rest,
Yeah.
then
you might need to bring it up a little bit.
yeah. But
You might
like,
need to start bringing it up a
that's
little bit.
it.
Yeah. But again, when you're out there in the woods, you're holding it freehand. It's not, you're not able to set it on a rest. You're having to hold it still yourself. You're doing all the work. Unless you've got a place to set the barrel.
All these rifles are gonna be smoking deer this season.
Oh yeah, dude, even if I'm shooting like you were shooting when I'm out in the woods, I'm still killing a deer. I mean, regardless, I'm killing a deer. That 30-06 is the one I'm dreading.
Yeah, the important thing is you get it dialed in for you, you know, because that's the gun you're using, you know.
Dude,
it doesn't need to meet my specs perfectly.
But you look at my grouping. Just look.
I mean, like I said, my grouping is like a 50-cent piece over there.
Yeah.
Like, it's dead on. For me, we would just have to do like 1 click up and 1 click like left, and I'd be in like red.
Yeah. Let me put this 270 in the case, and then let's walk down there, and I'll film that when we're down there, folks. Yeah.
Because like that means the gun can, like, as you're pulling it, it could like send the gun back, and then
as long as you've got
the rounds go different.
As long as you've got the rubber grip on the gun rest and you've got your shoulder against it, even if it's not hard pressed against it, it shouldn't move.
I'm, like, saying is like yours isn't like a clamp.
I know. But again, my groups, you got to admit, they don't lie. Because, all right, my last 3 shots with the 270. Here, here, and here. These 3 shots right here. Hang on, let me get the camera down there. This one, and this one were my last 3 shots with the 270.
Yeah.
And that one was probably just me jerking it a little bit to the left.
The 5 shots that I had, these were my first 2.
Yeah.
And then these were my last 3.
Yeah.
When I really like
Dialed
snugged into it.
Yeah. And every now and then I'll snug into a rifle, but it's just got to be.
Yeah, like I said, like this is perfect for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is the most important thing. As long as it's dialed for you, that's what matters.
Again, the groupings it's giving me, the way I'm shooting, that gun rest is doing perfect.
Like I said, I mean, look.
Yeah.
Like, I have pretty good like track record of holding really good groups.
Yeah. Well, again, this was where it was shooting to begin with before I ever adjusted it. These 4 right here. I think I did adjust it for that last one. These 3, no adjustment. This one, I tried to bring it down a little bit. Then these 2, I tried to bring it down.
Just prove to me it's dialed in for you.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sorry, not these 2. This one, I tried to bring it down even further. Then I brought it down. Then I quit bringing it down once I knocked it one more notch down. I over-adjusted to the right. I over-adjusted to the left. Then got it perfect for those 3. If anything, it's shooting a touch high. If you count that one, it's shooting just a. That's not really shooting high. That's pretty much dead center.
It's along the line.
Yeah.
And you gotta account for margin of like slight error with the kicks and stuff.
If anything,
also, you weren't like having it completely like snug to you.
But it's still
like,
it's still a little bit to the left of the center line.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's a touch left. That's pretty much it.
Well, it needs to go a touch right. Is what you're saying. But yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna mess with it because now I adjusted it. I think I'm gonna leave it there. That's perfect. If it's hitting the red, I had 2 in the red. There ain't no point in adjusting that. So, and Tristan, I think, agrees with that.
Yeah. You got 2 in red, you're good.
Yeah.
Especially for your final 3 shots.
Yeah, it's perfect.
You're good.
All right, let's get back up here and shoot Tristan's gun.